Hey guys, my name is Kiki. If you're new here, welcome. What I like to do is talk about music and entertainment news and some things in between. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. We truly appreciate it. Today, we're going to talk about something that really is sad. It's just totally sad. Now, here's my story. I'm going to read it. It's just things are changing.
Don't let them tell you otherwise.
They are changing all around us. Now, I had no idea that Bed Bath & Beyond once owned Christmas tree shops. It didn't. I'm sorry. I tell you guys all the time, I do not know everything. I will never claim to know everything. That's why I like doing this, because I learn things every single day, and this is one of the things that I learned.
I'm a genius.
And they did own Christmas tree shops, and we know what's happening to that real estate chain. BB&B has filed for bankruptcy and is selling off everything. And Christmas tree shops is now doing the exact same thing.
Really?
Handle Holdings LLC is an investment management company that came to be in September of 2020. And oh my gosh, was that not the black swan year for businesses everywhere? 2020. I don't think anybody likes even hearing that year anymore. And sadly, this is another one of those businesses that are falling into that category. A very short time ago, the company announced that this was only going to be a strictly financial restructuring. At this time, the Christmas tree shops was mostly going to stay open, with only 10 of its stores closing by August of this year among the 82 that were sprinkled across the United States. Now, Handle Holdings LLC is based in Middleborough, Massachusetts. They made a statement saying that they would emerge as a stronger business, better positioned to grow and prosper in the future. This was just in May of this year, May of 2023. I think it was May 8th. That was said by Christmas Tree Shops chairman Mark Salkovitz, and he also said that their operations were sound and that he was just going to remain positive. You always have to remain positive. In 1970, Charles Bilezikian opened the very first Christmas tree shop store in Yarmouthport, Mass. on Cape Cod. The store started off only being open from the spring through the fall, and Charles and his wife Doreen actually lived above one of the retail buildings, which was located on Route 6A. Again, I did not know that Christmas tree shops started off as a seasonal business. It's crazy. By 1984, Charles and Doreen were retail experts as they expanded to have 8 stores, eventually reaching Connecticut by 1993. Don't you just love a bargain was the store's tagline, and yeah, people did love a bargain, including myself, as I absolutely loved hanging out there with my mom on a Sunday afternoon to buy cute pot holders, disposable pans, and lots of other random things that we absolutely did not need at all. We did not need these things, but they were cute and we just bought stuff. In 2003, Charles and Doreen had to be jumping up and down and high-fiving each other like crazy as Bed Bath & Beyond came along and bought their idea. At that time, that idea had morphed into 23 stores in 6 states. BB&B bought Christmas tree shops for $200 million. And come on, guys, that is so cool, because Charles and Doreen originally bought the 3 buildings that they had the Christmas tree shops originally on for only $85,000. Come on. That's so cool. And that was a pretty amazing return on their investment, to say the least. The Bilezikians were still involved in the business, and Charles said that they were looking forward to making an important contribution to Bed Bath & Beyond. So they were still involved even after the company was sold. At that time in 2003, the net sales for the Christmas tree shops was about $370 million, and there were over 2,000 employees. But think of what a different time that was compared to today. Many of you in my age group went shopping. You're not only food shopping, you went shopping for cute pot holders and disposable pans.
I feel like I'm gonna cry.
And maybe even disposable matches. Well, of course matches are disposable. What do you can't reuse a match? What am I thinking? Clearly I'm not. You know, we walked in these stores and we bought stuff because stuff always made us feel good, right? Sometimes stuff still makes us feel good, but back then it was just the thing to do. You were bored, you went to Christmas tree shops, and you just walked around and you left with stuff you really shouldn't have left with. And you never returned it because you're like, I'm gonna use that someday. And it was also a really fun place to go. I'm just saying, I loved going to Christmas tree shops. The lines we had to wait in were long. It took a long time to get to the cashier, but you know what? We still stood there and we still waited. We had conversations with people. We looked in the stranger's cart who was standing behind us to see what they were buying. And then you would talk about it. That's a time when we used to really have conversations. I like talking. I know I've said it before. I enjoy speaking.
Don't think it will be necessary for you to speak again while I'm here.
It's just a thing. Texting's okay, but I just think the art of talking is becoming a lost one. Just saying. Now, my mom also used to love getting the candy and the snacks at Christmas tree shop because they always seemed to have things you couldn't get anywhere else. So she just would always come out of there with something different, or if there was something that she really liked, she would get it over and over again and then would be sad one week when they didn't have it because they probably sold out of it or whatever. But it was just fun to have her so excited about getting what she couldn't get anywhere else. Now, in napkins, I have to say, I remember getting the best holiday napkins from Christmas tree shops. You get like 100 for $1 or $2 even. And they were always so cute, and you would just turn around and go, oh my gosh, these are the best napkins. But I feel like napkins, you need napkins. You can't be a slob. You gotta have something to wipe your face off. No matter what, napkins are never gonna go bad. So it's okay to overbuy napkins unless you don't use them all. But I liked buying the napkins. That's what, again, these are things I remember buying at Christmas tree shops over and over again. The reason that Christmas tree shops had such unique items was because Charles and Doreen in the early days would do the buying themselves, and they would spend a few months overseas getting all of the good stuff, the unique stuff, to stock their stores with. Sadly, Charles passed away from pancreatic cancer on July 26th of 2016 at his home in Osterville, Mass. And him and Doreen, it seems like they gave back as much as they got together. They were huge philanthropists. And isn't that ironic that I'm recording this on July 10th of 2023? Charles passed away on July 26th of 2016, and all of the Christmas tree shops will be closing in July of 2023. It's just kind of odd how things happen like that. If you are interested in this story, there is a book on Amazon called An American Dream Story, Chuck Bilizikian and Christmas Tree Shops. If you want to read about his story and Doreen's story, go ahead and check it out. I will leave the link down below. From the statement made in May to where we are today, Christmas tree shops will be closing completely. All stores are shutting their doors, and I actually drove by the one closest to me yesterday. I could not believe all of the cars in the parking lot. I haven't seen that many cars at Christmas tree shops. I can't even tell you the last time when I saw that parking lot full. I really can't, because everything is 50% off right now, and it's just kind of sad that now people go in and, are kind of swirling around the deals. If they had gone before, maybe they'd still be open, but it is what it is. Times are changing. We can't change that. And their buildings are all so cool. Like the one near me, it looks like a castle. It's just neat. And the one down the Cape, it's huge. It's just another staple in our growing up time that is going to be gone now forever and ever. The workers for Christmas tree shops in Middleborough, Mass will be without a job in the next couple of weeks. All 232 of them and all 72 stores across the U.S. will be losing hundreds, if not thousands, of workers. More job losses across the country amid one of the worst job reports we received last week, and with the rising cost of everything, even those of us with a regular job have to look for other sources of income just to make it all work. No joke. The days of buying cute pot holders and seasonal paper napkins are not over, because you need a pot holder or else you're going to hurt yourself. But the pot holders and the cute napkins and the disposable pans, you can go to Dollar Tree for those. You can. And you won't be able to go to Christmas tree shop anymore to get those. But you haven't had to in a very long time. And that's probably one of the reasons why the stores are closing, because you're talking about this huge superstore. People don't really do that anymore. Not the people that I know in my age group anyway. And remember too, we can buy anything we want online. Anything. And I literally do that, as most people do. If I don't have to go to the store, I don't. I literally just try to go to the store to get my food shopping done, and that's about it. And I like doing that myself. I really wouldn't trust it. I've trusted people before. I tried out the service where they pick out your food for you. I gave it 3 times, And I'm like, no, those apples are terrible. Like, I can't do that. I need to pick out my food myself. That's just one pet peeve I have. So times are definitely changing and we can't change them, but what we can do is remember how fun they were, how much money we used to spend on random stuff. We can remember that too. And we do all have to accept the fact that we have to adapt to changing times. Charles and Doreen made their own American dream and took us along for that really fun ride. They sold the business a long time ago, but it would be interesting to know how the family feels about their parents' huge retail chain fading off into our memories. Again, retail. I was just asking Al the other day, I said, do people even, I don't know why I was asking him, because he doesn't go shopping. But I'm like, do people even go to the malls anymore? I literally, all right, and I talked about this not too long ago. The last time I went to the mall, I went to Macy's. I got both of my sons' gowns that I wore to their weddings there, which were great, by the way. Great deals on them. And that's about it. I don't go to the mall. I just don't go. If I'm going to go, I literally just go into Macy's and that's it. I have not gone to the mall and walked around in, I don't even know. I literally can't even tell you when the last time is that I did that. And strip malls, we have so many vacant ones here near where I live anyway. I don't know about where you live. I see a lot of vacant spots now, and my whole thought process is those strip malls can be converted into helping the homeless, helping the less fortunate, turning those empty spaces that have been sitting there for years. I am not kidding you. There are retail spaces that have been empty for years. And it would just be amazing to see something really good happen with those vacant spaces. What do you think? So guys, thanks for coming along on this Christmas tree shop walk down memory lane, kind of, sorta. I can't believe they're closing. Again, I haven't been there in a long time. It's just kind of one of those comforting staples that we know has always been there, and now it's not gonna be there anymore. Guys, remember to be kind to everyone, stay strong, and always remember, most importantly, to always turn up the music really, really loud, especially if it makes you happy, and always keep rocking. Bye, guys. Love ya. So here is the Christmas tree shop on Route 2 in Rhode Island, and the store is closing. Everything is on sale. The entire store is on sale. I heard that everything's really overpriced, but it's sad. There used to be so many things out here in the summertime. There'd be chairs and plants and all kinds of things, but look at this building. It is so amazing and incredible, and it's going to be empty, vacant. Another empty building. And just to show you guys, so there's another store here. It's called Furniture Depot. I never see anyone there. I don't even think it's open, to be quite honest. And then Babies R Us. We know what happened with that. That went out of business. And at the end used to be AC Moore. And Babies R Us and AC Moore have been empty for years. Years and years and years. Look at, there's like no one in this furniture store. It's crazy. And these two humongous stores are just sitting here wasting away. And now this is going to be another one. Sorry about the sun. Oh, I can't even block it, but let me go over here. Very, very sad. Very sad. Yep, Christmas tree shops here in Rhode Island. Going bye-byes.